Happy Easter. Welcome back to Chaos Corner. It's your old buddy, the guardian of chaos, Big Daddy. And I tell it like it is. Coming to you live to tape from 25 feet below the surface of the earth. You guys get it, right? I'm live. But I am taping it, and then it'll be up on Premiere, so it's live, right? And quite the conundrum. I'm bumfuzzled. Thanks for being here, guys. And again, I hope you're enjoying the holiday and what it's truly all about. He has risen. Thank you guys for being here. It's another episodic edition of Chaos Corner on Guardian of the Chaos YouTube channel for story time with the G.O.C. We just came out a nice short story. You guys are going to want to go back and check out the over 2,800 videos here on the channel. We're coming up on over 500,000 views. 1,100 subscribers, I believe. I'm somewhere thereabouts. I can't thank you guys enough. Because without you, I wouldn't be doing this. Well, I probably still would be. Just to be honest, man, I gotta keep it real. No kayfabe, right? One man, unique, unedited, unscripted. Raw dog for you, the fans. Navigate the community page. Drop an elbow on that like button. Inbox me, email me, leave a comment, man. Shout out to the fabulous Freebirds and the Von Erichs. What a feud that was. As I said on the first video. So go back and check it out. We've done some unbelievable, usually 10, 15 minutes, depending how long I go with the opening monologue. And you get to learn a little bit about everyone. That's why you come here. To learn historical facts so you can carry on a conversation about the historical part of pro wrestling and current day, because I cover both. Remember that. That's why you're here, so you can have a conversation when you're at the pub, the restaurant, the water cooler, online for all you geeks and goons and neckbeards. And no offense, man, to light it up. It's a work, man. It's a work. Don't be so defensive. Oh, come on. Thank you guys for being here, especially on such an important day in life. Stay mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually fit. So I'll keep this opening monologue a little shorter than the previous episode for story time with the G.O.C. In order to get respect, you have to start with respecting yourself. Once you do that, you open other people's minds to respecting you. Stand by. Don't go anywhere. It's Sunday night. What else are you doing? You watching the UConn games? You watching some baseball? And I only say that because we're in the shadows of Titan Towers here on Chaos Corner. You guys know this. In the greater New England tri-state northeast area. Yes, I've lost a few pounds. I've been working out. I got some pictures from use proper English. I have some pictures that were sent to me today from 2009 when I was out in Vegas at 305 pounds. Wow. Talk about a dirigible. Duck, go dirigible. You'll know what I'm talking. But now at the Big 6-0, man, I'm feeling good. I'm getting ready. I'm getting prepared. As should you. That's why we have this here as a distraction. That's what this is all about. Whether it be baseball, hockey, basketball, college basketball, whatever it is that you're doing. Getting to the gym, picking up the good book. Make sure, go bowling, bull riding. I don't know what it is that you do, man. Leave a comment if you want. You can tell me. But remember to keep your discernment and your eye on the prize. Okay? Stay aware. I always like to put that message out here. Like-minded people, discernment, wisdom, and let's hope we all stay in faith. Again, go back and check out Power and All the Glory that I just did for story time. Ray Hercules Fernandez. A nice short story on Herc. Yokozuna. Sumo Origato. And then after I read this short history here, again, we try to wrap it up and keep it tight here. And again, These are not my words, but I add my thoughts and opinions and words to it and my experiences. That's why you come here. That's what this channel is different than every other channel. Just want to let you know what I'm reading from. And then I'll add my quotes and statements to it. Because you know my history with the Samoan dynasty, the bloodline, whatever you want to call it. And we've covered that many, many times here. The videos are up here. The photos are up here. As I wrap myself up, and because he has risen, he broke the chains for us. I'm always throwing a message out there, huh? What? I consider myself trying to be the best Christian and person that I could be, man. What's wrong with that? It's my channel. So we'll talk about briefly my history with Yoko. God rest his soul. You guys know that he was Samoan. I know that most of you know that by now, right? His first exposure for a major wrestling promotion in the United States was in the AWA, wrestling as Coquina Maximus. However, Rodney Anawai's big break came in the form of one of the more larger-than-life characters. To ever step foot in a WWE ring, that's arguably true. If you think about his history, two-time World Heavyweight Champion. I have the table that he put myself and Kevin Landry and the Power Company through. When, yeah, I have it right here with Tony DeVito and John Diamond. Do some research, man. Jason Knight, do some research. That's why I chose this story for the short stories. Here at Story Time on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel on Chaos Corner. Episodic YouTube TV. That's what this is. To ever step foot in a WWE ring, as we said. We go forward to go back and back to go forward. Here in the time machine, managed by Mr. Fuji. Konnichiwa, bitches. Origato from the Chaos-san. The Samoan-born superstar was dubbed as a Japanese sumo wrestler named Yokozuna. Hotter than a Buster Poindexter song played at Plotkin's bar mitzvah. Say that 3 times fast. Yokozuna won the big one, the World Heavyweight Championship from the WWE. During the main event of WrestleMania, about to tap to Bret Hart's sharpshooter, the upset ensued soon after the Hitman went face-to-face with a handful of salt. Did I ever tell you the story at World Gym? And as I was walking out of the gym and had to go by the showers, I turned and looked to the left, and Mr. Fuji was there pissing in the shower. I said, have a good day, Fuji. And I just kept walking. Did I ever tell you that? Oh, there it is. There's the story. That's why you come here. That's a true story, obviously. I digress. Say that 3 times fast. Unfortunately, Yokozuna's first title run lasted all but 20 seconds, maybe 30, if I think back, at the most. After Hulk Hogan put a kibosh on the celebration and quickly challenged the new champion, the Sumo Warrior soon found out that nobody was safe from the big boot and the immortal leg drop, and his reign as champ was over. Persona non grata for Yoko. Not even a transitional champion. He held less than probably the Iron Sheik and Hogan, or Bruno and Buddy Rogers. I already said Sheik and Hogan. What other quick victories can we think of for World Heavyweight Championships? I mean, how far do I have to go back to? Think about that. A transitional champion. Wasn't there Finger Poke of Doom in there or something like that? Again, let me focus, Chaos. Focus. It's the coffee, man. Pete's, it's not bad. As I'm wrapped up here in chains, bear with me. Don't go anywhere. This is story time. We're not going anywhere yet. You guys got it. You got it, right? I got to do more of the push downs there. A little bit more. Yeah. The shirt's big, man. Cut me some slack. All right, where were we? Yoko quickly lost to Hogan his first title reign. Yokozuna soon got the last laugh on Hogan, and thanks to some more Fuji debauchery, The monstrous heel regained the gold at the King of the Ring pay-per-view in 1993. Yokozuna's storied career was soon highlighted by some classic encounters with the best WWE big men, including The Undertaker, Vader, Earthquake, among others. Despite his untimely death in October of 2000, rest in peace, Yoko, the highlight successful ring giant and a highly successful behemoth of a man who was rather agile for his size was also a man of many firsts in regards to his storied wrestling career. Anyone? Historic firsts? Bueller? Bueller? Anyone? Wow. As well as being the first heel champion to successfully defend his world championship at WrestleMania, he was also a part of the first and only casket match to be specially reinforced and enforced against by the Karate Commando Chuck Norris. Oh. No? Too late? Easter? Eye for an eye? No. It's biblical. I'm just saying. All seriousness here. By Chuck Norris, the special reinforced casket. Let that sink in for useless tidbits of information here. The Karate Commando who built the casket match, who built the casket for the casket match, if I have my historical facts correct here. And again, I'm trying to go by somebody else's words mixed with my story, had story time with the G.O.C. Now, just a few highlights as we're only 11 minutes in here on story time, so I hope you're staying to this part. Otherwise, you missed the whole concept of what the Chaos Corner is all about. Back in, I want to say the late 90s and early 2000s into the mid 2000s, but no, late 90s, obviously, because he passed in, I want to say it had to be 97, 98, 99, into 98, 99, into 2000, because I remember receiving the call that Rodney had passed, and I was out at a local watering hole. I'll never forget it. As a matter of fact, the name of the place was Vicks, which before that, I believe it was called, I'm not sure what it was called. What was it called before it was Vicks? My mind's like a lazy Susan. It'll come back around. It Phil's Cafe. So those were the different things, and that's where I received a call in October of 2000, which that is also as well my birthday month. So you can imagine the impact of even just my short connection with him in those years. I teamed up with Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Julio De Niro Sanchez Fantastico from ECW, and I don't have to tell you about Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And we went up against Yokozuna and Jake the Snake Roberts. It's right here on the channel. And Jake, after I took the 600-pound leg drop, the clothesline from Yokozuna, then the leg drop, and the whole arena shook. That son of a bitch, Jake, threw the... I almost did it. I almost cussed. I'm trying not to. At least on the show, man. Cut me some slack. On Easter Sunday. And he threw the snake on me. That's right. It's here on the channel. Go to the most popular videos, whatever you have to do here on the page, and you'll see all those matches. With Umaga, Rikishi, Terry Funk. I mean, they're all on there. And Mick Foley, Jerry King Lawler. And Anvil and Julio left me for dead there in the ring. As Jake and Yoko threw the snake on me. And then there were the other matches with Yoko. I was with Kevin Landry from the WWF, Metal and Jacked, the Power Company from WCW, Thursday Night Thunder. And we took on the hippie freak, Nick Barbary, who was in the WWF. And I'll say it, he was a jobber, which I think is a compliment, along with Just Incredible, who at the time was also Aldo Montoya, obviously. That bitch is getting ready to interrupt us, I think. You guys know I have heat with her. She didn't do it. You know I have heat with the electronics here, right? As you all should right now. The grid goes down, whatever it is, we're all going to be holding our hand on our hiney. Did I say hiney? Who says that? I said holding your hand on your ass. I can say ass. It's my channel. I'm trying. So, Just Incredible, who was the ECW World Heavyweight Champion at the time, and Yokozuna in a 6-man tag team match. Once again, Not only did I get caned by Just Incredible, the kendo stick, whatever you guys call it. I call it a Singapore cane. Not the first time I took a Singapore cane. And then got hit in the head by Yoko with an oversized stop sign. Do you remember the oversized stop signs that are literally the size of I don't know, a small car? So yeah, there was a lot to be said for my relationship with Yoko. I'm trying to think of the third and fourth match. They're all here on the times. They're all here on the channel. If you go to the video section, in-ring clips. What were the other bouts? Again, it'll come back around to me. But the whole point is, and then being able to work shows in the same events with Lloyd Anawai, who's LA Smooth, the mighty Alofa, to be able to travel with Big Sam, Samu, Rikishi, when they were the Samoan SWAT team back in the late 80s in WCW. Legendary feuds with the Road Warriors, to be able to travel with them, and then be able to work in the ring with Rikishi and Umaga, against them and with them, against the Haas brothers. That's right, Russ and Charlie, rest in peace, Russ Haas. The Haas brothers, highly successful amateur and pro wrestling grapplers. And of course, my old buddy Kurt Adonis, Purdy Curdy, who's quite the man himself for what he did at everything and wore many hats in the business world and the pro wrestling world. And then myself and the Mercenaries against Umaga and Rikishi. And again, that's why I'm happy to be able to relay these to you, and this is part of story time. That's what you get. And then be able to be on the same events with Afa, with Pops, if you will. So just truly, and then in the early 80s, meeting up with and hanging out and with a very young Tonga kid at 16 and 17 years old, right before the WrestleMania Rock and Wrestling Connection, a war to settle the score, brawl to settle all that exploded with Piper and Snuka and the Tonga kid. So quite the history, my 40-year journey in the world of pro wrestling, and forever thankful and grateful to be able to be a big part of the Samoan dynasty in my career. And even working at the Cadillac Ranch with Jason Knight and 187, the Notorious Homicide, and of course Rosie and Jamal were there when Umaga was that as part of that gimmick. Just an unbelievable. I believe LA Smooth was also there on that show. The Cadillac Ranch, we go back 30, 35 years, not only with Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, but back 30 years with several big independent groups, from the CWA to the NWA to Assault and Acid Championship. Really unbelievable. So with that being said, we're about 18 minutes in here. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming back with more stories. I'm blessed and fortunate. Happy Easter. I'll say that to say this because I tell it like it is. Don't you dare miss it.